allergies is a huge thing. You can die from an allergy.
Yes.
But we ignore that in Africa. Most of us don't really take that seriously, or we don't know about that.
Hello there, hope you are doing well. We hope that we're meeting you when you are having a great time. And this is Spicy Talks with Chef Rings, and as always, hosted to Sugar.
Yes, the ever eloquent and beautiful Sugar.
Anyway, we're happy to have you here with us as always. And I'm so excited to know what spice we're having today, Chef Rings.
Yeah. You'll find out subsequently.
Or
let's not spill the tea yet.
Not yet?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, if you are hanging out with us for the first time, you've never come across Spicy Talks. On Spicy Talks, we just literally talk about a spice. Most spices that are relevant in the Cameroonian culture, in the Cameroonian society, and the different health benefits. We talk about the different ways you can use them. We talk about the health values and just our personal experiences with the spice in this case. So without further ado, are we getting into a conversation right now?
Definitely.
Okay, let's get right to it.
So today we're going to be doing white pepper. Last week we did black pepper. So
you're supposed to allow me do drum rolls.
Well, drum rolls, please. Today we're doing white pepper. Well, I don't think that we can really talk too much about this spice because evidently, I don't think there's any Cameroonian that does not use white pepper. So white pepper, first of all, it comes from the same plants as black pepper. They are literally the same thing, but they have different preparations. So the difference lies in how the fruit is processed after harvest. While black pepper is made by drying the unripe green berries, white pepper is made by soaking the ripe berries in water to remove the outer skin, then dry. That's why it becomes white, because it has been soaked in water and they remove the outer skin, then dry it. So it makes this white pepper, first of all, let me say this, as a grill expert. Maybe you guys haven't heard that about me on this show, but I do grill. I've been doing grill for like 7 years now. So white pepper is that spice that I cannot miss in food. I cannot miss in the preparation process because it is so rich in flavor and taste. So that's a brief about white pepper. I'll let you do your protocol.
I don't have any protocol. Okay. I mean, that was a brief. I think you're giving us a lot, or rather something to revolve around. Maybe now more specifically, why did you choose white pepper today?
Because last week we did black pepper.
That's okay. That's a very right answer.
And also because it is in the same family as African spices and the spices that we're familiar with from Cameroon.
Yes.
Because these spices are things, like I said earlier, if you go to every Cameroonian's house, you cannot miss white pepper. Also for its health values, the value, how valuable it is to our body.
Yes.
It contains.
Oh, are we already there? You're about to give us the health value.
I did tell you that this episode is going to be very brief because there's really nothing much.
Allow me to ask you the question.
Yes, ma'am. Continue your protocol.
Give us the origin first of all.
Okay.
If you have origins and details about white pepper, give it to us.
Oh yeah. So white pepper originated from South India.
Okay.
Its scientific name is Piper nigrum. So that is where it comes from basically. There's nothing really more to say about it.
Okay.
And it's grown in Cameroon because I experienced one of my friends, big brothers that got into the business and started growing it. You have to nurse it. It's a very careful plant. You have to nurse it, and then it grows like the yam. So it climbs like a vine.
Is it also as big or it's small?
It's small.
Okay.
It's small. It's like sweet potato. You know the way sweet potato grows, and
yes,
you also have to shift
it. Trust me to know that answer.
So you have to move it. Sometimes you have to move it carefully so that it doesn't intertwine with others. So when you're collecting the fruits, it's going to be good. The fruits, it comes like green. It's green, small fruits like that. Yes. Then you have to harvest it, soak it in water, and then remove the coat. That's what gives the white pepper.
Okay. All right, thank you. So now I think here's your cue. What are the health values and the benefits for us?
All right, health benefits. As we all know, as we should know by now, spices are very rich in antioxidants.
Okay.
So basically, white pepper is good for digestion. It produces some digestive enzymes that helps ease digestion. So if you're, I used to hear this myth. I used to hear people with gastritis saying that it's not good to consume hot food. And mind you, when they say hot food, they mean the spicy food.
Yes.
But white pepper is one of those spices that you can still have in your meal because it's also hot. It brings out some hotness. It has some small hotness, a bit milder than the black pepper.
Yeah.
So you can still have it in your meal and don't worry about the
spicy
nature because it actually helps to digest. It eases digestion. However, too much of it. I think that's the only health benefit that I got. That's the most important health benefit. This one, you don't need to drink it as tea. White pepper is not good to drink as tea. Is it like some other spices?
Acidic, so it can be very harsh if we drink
it. I really don't know. I haven't figured out why you cannot drink it or why people have not explored that because I've not heard about that.
There's much more to drink.
Yeah,
drink vanilla and chamomile.
But I think maybe because they already soaked it in water.
Yes.
So when you soak it, it has the taste and the smell is really not it's not the best as when maybe you put it in food. So consuming too much of it, like we always say, everything good can be bad. So if you have too much of white pepper, it can upset, it can irritate your stomach. So you need to consume à modération.
Same thing for the body back.
Consomme, okay, it's consomme, right?
I'm not sure.
Consomme à modération.
To write it if you're
Yes,
watching
definitely.
this.
Consomme à modération, please. Everything that is good for us is equally as bad. So be very careful when you eat. Consult your doctor if you have like
Any allergies,
yes, or any reactions.
Yes.
Go to your doctor, go to a nearby hospital, and make sure that you find out, because allergies I'm glad that this is coming up. Allergies is a huge thing.
Mhm.
You can die from an allergy.
Yes.
But we ignore that in Africa. Most of us don't really take that seriously, or we don't know about that. Like personally, I don't eat watermelon and pineapple. Most people they're like, oh, which kind of allergy that we get?
Yeah.
So, watermelon and pineapple, those are very healthy fruits. But every time I eat it, I get irritation. My body starts swelling. I start sweating excessively. I even feel dizzy and I can pass out. So it's good to identify your allergies so that you know what to eat and what not to eat. It's very important. So please make sure you identify your allergies. And if you're having any allergic reaction, consult your doctor very, very fast. It can kill you.
You know, it's interesting because I mean, we're segueing just a little bit into allergy. We'll come back. But concerning allergies, many people are lactose intolerant.
Yes.
But they just deal with the effects of it without even processing it. Some people cannot actually eat eggs. Some people cannot eat seafood. So many people are allergic to things that they don't like that, even to like granola, especially to proteins. So please, just like our chef here has said, if you have an allergy, please take care of yourself. Yes.
Please do not ignore it. Do not say, the black man, I don't die from that thing. Black people die is evident, so you can also die from it. But eliminate the mindset of black man only died on sea. You can actually men are saying, careful, be very careful.
Okay, so I want us to jump into maybe are there more interesting facts about this thing that you have not mentioned yet? Because I know we've already mentioned a lot of interesting facts about it. About the fact that we cannot drink tea.
Yes.
That's one interesting fact.
Well, I think we can, but most people I haven't heard about it. That's something where I try to find out if you can drink it like tea. I haven't seen that anywhere. I haven't heard of anybody saying they drank it. But if you've been exploring that option and it's good for you, works for you, then you're fine. Because I always believe in thinking out of the box. Because if we stuck to everything that we've been doing since the 18th century till now, there'll be no progress.
There'll be no progress.
Yeah, so if you can explore those options, you can. And we'll talk about one very interesting aspect of white pepper subsequently when you do your protocol thing.
This is not the time. I want the experience with spice. They were putting there right there. Yeah.
Okay, one very interesting thing about white pepper is that you can burn it. Since I do grill, I explored this a while ago and it was really good. It has this nice flavor. So if you put it in the charcoal, burn it out. It also attracts, if you know you're selling things like grill, if you're making soya, you're grilling anything for events or for your personal consumption, burn some of the white pepper into that charcoal.
You'll see how people will be learned it.
Yes, people will be running from left and right to find out what is going on here. You know, we know about onions. I want to say something brief before we continue with your protocol.
No, for sure.
So this morning before I left the house, I told my mom I'm going to go by the radio today, and she was telling me you need to eat things like pear and onions. And then I was like, you know what? Because she said pear and onions are good for the brain. I think I already know what we're going to tackle next week.
Onions to be surprised.
Let's give them a teaser. You know. So onions are very rich, same as pear, and they help to enhance the brain. They help you to they can quickly enhance your thinking capacity. So she was like, you need to eat more of this kind of thing so that you help you with your brain. And then I told her, you know what? I'm already so smart. I'm already so smart. I mean, you prayed for me to be so smart from the stomach. I came out very smart. So don't you think that would be unfair to other people?
If you're really, eating.
Yes, I'm already smart. If I eat that now, and make me smarter, that's not fair to other people. No, and I told her that I was going to say this joke. I told her.
She was ready now. She was ready. She definitely also. By the way, just in case you're listening, we would also like you to know that you can catch us on video form on Chef Brain's platform.
Yeah, on YouTube. Short form of this also on our Facebook page, Chef Brains TV. In fact, as soon as you type Chef Brains, by the time you finish putting that E at the end of Z, I'll pop up.
And
so
find me anywhere. BRIANZE.
Yes, BRIANZE.
Okay. All right. Well, let's round up. Let's round up this particular episode or edition.
Yeah.
And well, we're talking about experiences, which is, do you have like any last or any more thing to say about like or a takeaway? Well, I'm the one who has a takeaway because I'm the one who's learning it. But do you have more to say about the
basically just how it's used in food? I don't think we need to go too detailed into that because like you can use it in sauces.
Everything.
Yes, everything. You can use it basically anyhow. Moderately, please. And just insist about moderation with moderation.
I remember when we were doing black pepper, you told us that in a particular meal you should use like 1 tablespoon.
Yes,
is that the same thing?
Yes. No. I haven't gotten down to the quantity of white pepper, but just measure it in quantities that you think. I mean, like it should not be too much. It should not be too much. Like okay, like the white pepper itself for 100 francs. I think if you're cooking very small quantity of food, or if you want to consume for health purposes, you can use like half of it.
Yes.
If it's a larger pot, small pots, like you know what they call a small pot.
Yes.
A small pot of food should not be having more than white pepper for 100 inside,
Yes.
because that will just make it's even going to make the meal to be too white pepperish.
Yes.
So the flavor and the taste is going to
And then
overshadow.
no white pepper sauce.
Can we do that?
And that's why I'm giving it to you. Some of us really like black and white pepper.
Mhm.
We're hoping that you'll be able to figure something out for us.
Yeah, I think so. I'm actually making jangsa sauce
You
tomorrow.
see?
So if there's jangsa sauce, there can be white pepper sauce. But I don't think that is going to be so good because white pepper is also very strong, like black pepper.
Okay.
So if you have too much of it, it's just going to be a ball in
Too
your
calm,
tongue.
yes. And it can also be too spicy,
Yeah.
too much to handle.
Yes.
All right.
One thing
Okay,
before you
sure.
do your protocol thing. So white pepper is that kind of spice that you want to put in the middle, towards the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah. The timelines. I need us to always remember that. The timelines.
Remember that the secret to making a good meal is not just in what you put in the meal, it's in the time that you put the spices. So white pepper is technical, it's also rich in flavor. So you can put half of the quantity that you prepare to put in your meal towards the middle, and then half of it towards the end. So there's that flavor, that fresh flavor that comes at the end of it. That's the secret. I'm sharing my cooking secrets.
I'm telling you. Well, thank you. What is my takeaway from today? One of them is just the fact that you can use white pepper to flavor and make your environment seem like your food is very enticing, which I think is a good thing. Now you told me how those people make me buy soya. It's sensible, and I think I like the smell. I like white pepper because of the smell, so that will even make it more aromatic for my kitchen.
Yeah,
I like that. That's
definitely.
my highlight for today.
Definitely. And on the grill,
Yes.
so white pepper is one of those spices that you want to have in the spice. How can I forget how to call this? I'm a grill expert. The barbecue sauce.
Okay,
Yes, it's good. You know, barbecue sauce. You can mix spices like green spices
Yes.
and onions.
Mhm.
Include some white pepper in it, and thank me later.
All right, thank you so much. We've come to the end of today's edition or today's episode on Spicy Talks with Chef Brains.
You know, interesting fact, we actually changed. I'm going to change spices with Chef Brains because that's what I'm using on my socials.
So
And I'm going to put it spicy talk
Yes.
with Chef Brains and sugar because now you're part of the show.
Anyway, yes, I'm
Thank
here
you.
for all of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you
All
for
right,
having
guys.
me.
Thank you for listening. If you're listening, and thank you for watching. If you're watching that. So next time with Chef Brains and Sugar. Bye.
Peace out. See you next time. That was very brief and interesting.